Hi everybody, this is Duane with Lilleys Landing Resort Marina. It is Tuesday, August the 11th. It's about 11 in the p.m. or in the morning, I mean. And I'm going to do the one cast. They've just turned on some water. And I've got a midge under an indicator, but I think the water's already moving too fast for that to get down at all, so I'm going to add a little tiny split shot above it. And what I've got is a little size, I believe that's a 14 ruby midge, and then about 8 or 10 inches above it I'm going to put a little tiny split shot just to give it a little more weight to get it down. That little split shot is so small I almost swallowed it. I don't have any fishing reports from this morning. I just got to work and Phil asked me to come out and do the one cast. So I've got that midge about 30 inches below the indicator there. And we are just above the Narrows in the trophy area. Put the trolling motor in the water and see what happens here. So just above the Narrows, and I'm kind of looking to drift over the top of the Narrows up here, or down here. That drag, I've got 7X tippet on, so I need to really loosen my drag up. The 7X is like 2.4 or 2.6 pound test. Got a little bit of a breeze blowing us upstream, so I need to get on this trolling motor and kind of counter that breeze a little bit. Alright, here we go. I think we got a good drift going. I'm going to raise that motor out of the water just a little bit too, because it is still pretty shallow over the gravel bar. I want to drift over the gravel bar but fish over into the edge where the gravel bar rolls off into the channel. That's kind of what I'm hoping for here. That wind is also pushing me into the bluff, so I need to kind of counter that a little bit. Ooh, that's a pretty good breeze. I had a guide trip last night. We started at 7:30, boated up to the dam, and fished the jerk baits. So I'm going to say nothing officially on the one cast there. We fished the jerk baits, the signature series, and the fish didn't really start biting until the sun went down. About 8:45 or so, the fish really started biting good. We boated over 30 fish last night, but 6 of them were over 20 inches, which is just absolutely incredible. We caught a lot of really big fish last night. The biggest one was a 23.5-inch rainbow, and that was caught just right up here, just above the Narrows. We were swinging those jerk baits down here into the gravel bar of the Narrows, and we caught one brown that was just over 20 inches. And then several rainbows. Well, I guess 4 more rainbows that were just over 20 inches. That wind is really tough to deal with right now. And I am over into the channel just a little more than I want to be. So I'm going to try and back us up across here. Move that power head just a little bit. I can't get it right where I want it to be. There we go. All right, I'm going to back us off into the gravel bar again. Get over here and drag us right on the edge of this roll-off. So what I'm having to do is kind of back the boat in an angle into the wind to keep it from pushing me over there too far and then to keep it from pushing me up against the current. It's kind of what we call crabbing. Airplanes do it when they're flying in a good crosswind. You'll see them kind of flying sideways to kind of counter that. And there's the gravel. Did raise the motor up just enough, I guess. So we're right on top of the gravel bar. The roll-off is right there where the indicator is. And I may need to lift that motor just a touch more. I don't think I put enough weight on that to get that down. I should have had a fish out there. I can see them all laying right there, right on the edge of the roll-off. Hopefully we'll pick one up here in just a second. If not, I'll switch over. Oh, I missed him. If I don't pick one up here real quick, I'll switch over to a scud and try that again. Okay, right there on the edge of the roll-off. Oh, I just missed a bite. There's one. Got him on the ruby midge. So it's only 7X tippet. It's 2.6 pound test. So I really got to play these fish. See if I can get him on the reel here. There's fly line everywhere. Uh-oh, there's a knot in the fly line. Well, maybe I won't get him on the reel. Oh, I got it. There's Captain B, one of the guides that guides out of the resort. And he's out here about every day, twice a day. Oh, I lost him. And I got tied up. He catches a lot of good-sized fish. Pretty good guide and pretty good guy. All right, we're kind of off that gravel bar now, but we'll see what happens. Well, I lost one, messing around with that fly line. It would be almost worth, at this point in time, anchoring up there on that gravel bar. Fishing that roll off and just casting and mending instead of doing the long drift through here. All right, we're kind of out of that good water, so I'm going to bring this in. I'm going to pull up the trolling motor, and we're going to boat back up there and do that one more time. I missed a few bites, and then I lost that one messing around. So again, that's just a little size 14 ruby midge. It's got a silver bead on the top of it. And I added just that little bit of extra weight to help it get down in this current. The midge hatches in the evening have been absolutely incredible. They'll kind of stack up over the top of your head, and if you look up, there'll be a column of them just tornadoing up there. That goes at least 50 feet up in the air. It's an unbelievable amount of them. Trim my motor back down so we can get on plane. We'll jump back up on top of this gravel bar and do that drift one more time. And bring the motor up out of the water. We are right on the edge of the gravel bar. Get the fly rod, put the trolling motor back in the water. And we're going to start getting that crabbing going right now. Line tangled up there. One more. There we go. All right. Get us out here onto the gravel bar again. Some line going out. See all kinds of fish down there. All right. Here we go. Didn't even have to cast. Just back away from it. Fish are right up here in this shallow stuff. I need to back on that gravel bar even more. I just missed one. Watching the gravel bar instead of my bobber, my indicator. Indicator is a fancy word for bobber. That wind is blowing a good 10-15 mile an hour, so it's pretty hard to control the boat right now. Alright, there's some feeding fish. I'm going right for them. I saw them roll. Let's see if they pick it up. No, they did not. And this is where I was getting all them bites on that last drift. Let's see if they still want that midge. Oh, I missed him. Looked down at the trolling motor. Looked back up, my indicator was under the water, indicating something was happening. Oh, missed him again. I'm seeing a lot of fish right over here. I'm gonna slide over in that shallow some more. Tough wind again. Wow, that wind is really tough. come around this corner, the gravel bar will be on that side, so I'm gonna sneak over there in just a minute. We're gonna fish that shallow gravel bar over there down to Fall Creek. It's usually a pretty good scudding gravel bar. I'm dragging this midge kind of like a scud, so we should be able to pick up a fish over there if the wind is not too terribly bad. We're supposed to have a pretty good chance of some storms coming in later on today. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and work my way over to that other bank over there. I am kind of out of practice using a foot pedal control on a trolling motor. Got out of the wind a little bit over here. A little bit of muddy water from boat traffic going up and down. And there's a little bit of an eddy right down here, so we'll see what happens with that. Then back behind the eddy, there's a nice gravel bar. Lots of grass and weeds and stuff in the water. That mud line comes way out here. Let's see here. Get back into the wind again. Dark clouds rolling over there. I hear a little bit of thunder in the distance. And it is rather humid right now. Look at that fly. I only saw one splash. Let's see if that weight has slid down, and no, it has not. Everything looks good. Kind of dirty water over here from that. There's some more rumbling over there from that clay banks. The boat traffic putting waves up there. And I just had a bite and I missed him, messing with my fly line again. Let's see if we can get another one here. That is like a non-stop, wow, it's really dark over there. Non-stop, constant rumble over there. Like a big growl. Kind of like my belly in the morning when I'm hungry. All right, old one just rose right there. Come on, fishy, eat it. you guys can hear that or not, but it's not sounding too friendly over there. I cannot believe I'm not picking up a fish right through here. This is perfect water for this. Finally got the wind under control, getting a good drift. I'm able to watch the bobber a little bit. But nothing is playing. Just a non-stop, constant rumble over there. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Man, that was a good drift too. Oh, you dirty dog. That might have been bottom. I am tangled up. Yes, I am. Well, if I can't get this untangled real quick, I'm going to have to call it an episode because that guy is getting close over there. And yeah, it's tangled up pretty good. So that's the one cast for today, guys. Sorry we didn't catch anything. I did get to hook up with one. That first push of water, after the water's been off, and they turn that on, that first slow push of water until it gets going too fast, is always a good opportunity to take advantage of a pretty quick bite. And once that water gets to flowing too fast, you'll have to change your tactics, go a little bit heavier and get down on the bottom. But there's a small window of opportunity to fish that lighter stuff and get on a good bite. Thank you all for watching. We will try it again tomorrow. Like and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel.